We just wrapped up the latest edition of our webinar masterclass series where we discussed from visitor to lead in 60 seconds. And this was discussing more of a website to conversion rate. What are the key factors in terms of how you're able to convert that of traffic and ascend them in your sales funnel, your marketing funnel process within that of the first 60 seconds? Because keep in mind, website visitors, like we all have the attention span that's less than that of a goldfish. So we have just seconds to be able to capture their attention and to make sure that they're moving forward. So thank you to everyone that was there live. We asked a lot of great questions, got a lot of great feedback, a lot of questions in the comments, things in that regard. I also want to give a big thanks to that of our two sponsors, and that's Recognize as well as NAPCO. So Recognize, if you're not familiar with them, they are AI outdoor-based, more of an ecosystem from the visual security perspective. I'd love for you, if you're going to be at ISC West here this next month, presuming you're watching this before ISC West, please visit their booth 2103, where they'll be with their new parent company, Vosker. Once again, booth 2103. And then also our good friends at NAPCO, big thank you to you as well. If you're not familiar with NAPCO, probably you haven't been in our industry very long. I mean, NAPCO is one of the largest groups in our space. You can really, whether you do fire or security, you can literally run your entire business on that of NAPCO's platform, and they've been serving our industry since 1969. So NAPCO is booth 12031. A big thanks to the team at Recognize as well as NAPCO. What I'll ask is, if you can do me a favor when you stop by their booth, if you thank them for sponsoring that of our webinars, I would personally greatly and sincerely appreciate that. So thank you very much. Speaking of IC West, last year we had our inaugural Kingpins and Cocktails event, and it took place during Wednesday night of the show. For those of you that haven't registered for our Kingpins and Cocktails event 2026, it'll take place on March 25th, which is that Wednesday night from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. It'll take place in the front yard, which is in the Ellis Island Casino and Brewery, which is just about 5 minutes from that of the Venetian Expo, so it's not far at all. Now, for those of you that were there, and there were hundreds of us together, there were in fact over 350 people that showed up live, with about 500 that RSVP'd. We were packed in there like sardines. Over these last couple of weeks at industry events, I was having some conversations with many individuals that were at our event last year, and when I was sharing with them about our event this year, I let them know it's at a bigger new event and venue, I should rather say, and they're really appreciative of that because they really enjoyed themselves, but there just wasn't enough space. Please make sure to RSVP for that of our event, because I would expect for it to, when I say sell out, there's no cost to attend the event, but once we get to a certain threshold, we may have to cease that of the RSVP, so make sure you RSVP right away. And really quickly, to our sponsors for Kingpins and Cocktails, I'm very appreciative of that. I also want to, before I get to our sponsors, our co-host, which is that of the Seymour Group, WBFAA, and CA, or California Alarm Association. We've been working really hard to put together this event to make it even better than last year, to make it the best event ever, and things in that regard. So we're really excited. Big thanks to that of our co-hosting partners in that of the event. In terms of our sponsors, so our Diamond Premier sponsor is that of Kidda. Our Platinum sponsor is Flex Security. Our Silver sponsor is Emergency 24. And also our Bronze sponsors are Alarmax, Highland Tech AI, as well as Bundy Group and Telguard. So a big thanks to all of our sponsors. Once again, you'll have a link going back to, and one final thing is, I'll have 2 speaking engagements. You can take a look at the education. I'd love for you to come to that to my session. And also, we will be exhibiting at IC West as well, so I'd love for you to stop by our booth. And our booth is booth 1039. It'll be all the way in the left, near the front. So we'll have a number of the members of our team there. Really look forward to seeing you. In terms of our upcoming webinar, you can watch it on replay, so there will be a link that you can watch it on demand if you weren't able to watch it live. And then we just announced that of our upcoming webinar, which is going to be from invisible to inevitable. So we're going to be discussing in detail the 2026 local SEO system for that of security dominance within that of your market. I'd love for you to attend that live. And that's going to take place on March 19th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or 1 o'clock to that of 1:30 Eastern Time. So thank you once again to everyone that watched live. Appreciate my team for helping me to put this together. Big thanks to that of NAPCO and Recognize for being sponsors of today's webinar. And look forward to seeing you next month at ISC West. And don't forget to RSVP for Kingpins and Cocktails, as well as our next webinar from invisible to inevitable, doing a deep dive in SEO. And by the way, SEO doesn't stand for search engine optimization anywhere. It stands for search everywhere optimization. A little bit of a tease, but until next time, make it a great day.